It's kind of weird to go back and watch these now, because the thing is that Gantz was actually animated in widescreen. But since I was using ULEAD at the time, it didn't really give you any options when it came to aspect ratio, so this whole thing is freaking squashed into 4:3. And you don't really notice, except that I've been watching Gantz again lately, and, you know, in widescreen as it's supposed to be watched, and going back to watching it this way, oh god, it looks so terrible!
You go with those guys. No, that is bullcrap. I've survived longer than anyone
what
besides
else?
you three.
Little callback to Berserker Bridge back there, of course. You guys go this way and you guys go that way thing.
I was student of the week that one time, and oh yeah, I'm the guy who just made a 50-foot monster his bitch.
YouTube has this neat little thing where you can see which parts of videos are being watched the most in a little line graph. And this is the first episode where there's a dip right here with the intro, where people are actually skipping past the opening. Which I think is pretty sweet, that it took this long for people to start skipping past the intro, that the Kaiser's opening. That's how good it is.
Way back in the first episode. He's dead. Uh-oh. If he was
this scene was one of the very first that I wrote when I was first considering the series.
And what have we been going through hell ever since then for?
Ugly lip flaps.
Everyone stand back.
I don't know. It's really easy for me to criticize my editing back here in retrospect, but it's also easy for me to forget, oh yeah, I was using ULEAD back then. It didn't seem bad at the time. Well, by now it did, because it was starting to get unstable and crash all the time, but in retrospect, now that I'm used to using Sony Vegas, I should have switched so much earlier. All of this would have been so much better. But anyway, that line that Sakuragaoka did, talking about how she wants to fuck Kurono and whatever, that was the first line of her dialogue that I wrote, and in fact that was a line that I sent to Cassius to help her get an idea of the character. I asked her to do a couple of takes of that line so we could kind of get the voice down. What is it, 2:25 now? And yeah, it's the first really good joke of this finale. This finale kind of took a while to get going. In fact, this whole first part is kind of crap, but oh well. The second part's good. I love cheesy love songs. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed the fact that every other Escaflowne opening is a cheesy-ass love song.
You know, it's the damnedest thing. Those guys back there are making out and the statues are just watching them or something. Damn it, haven't you two ever seen a...
Took some creative editing to crop out the fact that they're cut in half there and still have the lip flaps and let them be able to talk and crap. Oh, so seriously needed some background music here. This scene is just so flat without any music.
Without even a single
I really wish I'd used more music throughout this entire thing.
This can't happen. Children and fan service characters always live. We didn't tell you?
But again, that's one of those ULEAD things, because ULEAD has only 2 tracks for audio. So it's really tough to do any audio mixing.
Taste my pain, bitch!
Man, at the time, this seemed like the baddest ass action sequence I had ever done, ever. And in retrospect, watching it now, it's like, you know, it's really just because this song is so awesome. That it'll make anything good. Ugh, terrible audio quality on Cassius' line there. I thought about asking her for a redo, but that was actually... that line was a redo, which is why it sounds so different from all the other ones anyway. And I really didn't want to wait for another round of redos, because it would have delayed the whole thing. In retrospect, a delayed episode is only delayed until it comes out. A bad episode is bad forever. Oh well. Fuck yes. Overclocked Remix. Go there now. OCRemix.org. Kicks so much ass, and it gives me a boner, because it is good. But yeah, in retrospect, editing, it was alright. It was serviceable. I could have done a better job with Vegas.
You lose!